February 15th, the freeze hit.
Tonight in Texas, frustrations rising in a frigid crisis.
We literally had no power for like 3 days. And by the end of day one, I was freaking out about my 2-year stash of insulin because insulin has to be kept at a very narrow temperature range, 36 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit. If it gets too warm, it's spoiled and worthless. If it freezes, it's worthless. It has to be between 36 and 46 degrees. The house kept slowly getting colder, and we were just terrified that the pipes would burst and that I would lose all my insulin. We would go out into our minivan. We even brought the cats. Their paws were freezing. We would just go and sit in the van and heat up in the driveway. We were getting frostbite in my house. We took everything from the fridges and we put them in the snow. It was like the longest 4 days of my life wondering, is my insulin frozen or is it not cold enough? Because I know that if I miss one shot, my blood sugar will go to 300-400, you know, which could put me in diabetic ketoacidosis and land me in the hospital. I lost close to $2,000 of insulin because of that freeze fest. I mean, to just throw out boxes and boxes, it was so painful for me because I'd taken such good care, you know, pains to keep it how it was supposed to be. I can't go through that again. It was very scary. Insulin's my life. It keeps me alive and healthy. You know, anytime now we have a power surge or like the lights flicker, the first thing I go into is panic mode, like, oh my God, what about my insulin, you know? 90% of all diabetics are type 2. 10% are like me, type 1. Knowing that there are so many other drugs that need to be refrigerated and knowing that there's so many diabetics, people need these meds to live. There's gotta be a better way. Like right after this happened, like we were Googling like insulin fridge or something. I was really stunned that there's nothing like that out there, that you don't need electricity for, that you know your insulin is safe or whatever medicine you take. If I were looking for a device to store my insulin, I would want it to be, you know, separate from my main refrigerator. I would want it to be very tight control with temperature so that I can really ensure it is the temperature that I need it to be. I would like it to not, you know, run on electricity necessarily, so that when there's a power outage, I'm not, you know, scrambling to figure out how to keep my insulin at the proper temperature. I just need it to work. I just need to have peace of mind that, you know, if there's a tornado or a hailstorm and we're knocked out for a few days, I can't lose that much insulin again. I mean, that's my lifeline. I think there's totally a market for something like this. I would buy it in a heartbeat.